Hey everyone, welcome back to a special edition. We are doing a tier list today. This is something I have not done yet before on this channel. We've done it over on RLG Cast with Campo. We've done it on Putty's channel. We've done it on the RLG main channel. We are going to do it on this channel today. Something new, something different, something that people have actually been asking me for. And what better way to do our first tier list on this channel? We are going to go through some of the best iterations of WWF, WWE. Eventually, we'll be doing that one. Championship belts. We are going to rank them accordingly. So without any further ado, we are going to get right into the tier list, which is right over here. And how appropriate that that's the first one. So
That's
these
GOAT, baby.
These are your categories. You have GOAT, amazing, all right, okay, and terrible. There will be a few that go in here, believe it or not. We are going to start off.
Can I interject?
Sure.
Can we change the name of okay to meh?
Sure. On the fly.
Thanks,
there
guys.
We go. No worries. There we go. Done.
This makes me feel better. All warm and fuzzy in my tum-tum.
Copyright Simon Miller. So we're going to start with this one, appropriately enough. Campo, you said it. Putty.
This is GOAT here. Come on. This is a big gold belt.
The big gold belt.
Oh, I forgot that's in there. I got to buy that Goldberg just for that.
Just for that belt.
Look at that. Yeah, that's beautiful.
There is no other spot for this championship belt. It needs to be there, and it's going to stay there. Next we have
Do we need to explain it though? I don't know.
What do you mean?
Kidding. Go ahead.
No, this is the iconic belt. WCW. This is the Ric Flair belt. This is the
NWA. I mean, not NWA. What was it called? Jim Crockett Productions.
Jim Crockett Promotions. Yes.
I'm putting it out there because there's a lot of these kids that just watch WWE and AEW that never got to experience the WCW.
Well, this did carry over into WWE for
in the Ruthless Aggression era.
Then it changed it. Then it suddenly changed it, and I'm so mad this doesn't exist anymore. It just.
Yeah, they need to bring that. You know what? When Cody wins the belt off of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, spoilers for the Royal Rumble, go watch yesterday's video. I'll have the link in the description. So go watch our Royal Rumble video. Shameless plug over there. I think Cody, remember a few years ago when Cody threw this belt in the trash and he brought back the white Intercontinental Championship belt? I think he's going to do the same thing with this belt.
Well, we know he is.
You think so?
I don't think he's going to bring back the big gold belt. I think he's going to bring back the gold winged eagle.
This one?
The other one on there, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get to there when we get there. Yeah, so this is iconic. This is nowhere else to be but in the GOAT tier. Next, we have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship belts. I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't like the design of it. I like the white and the gold and the silver, but I don't like the design of the plates.
I put in amazing because I feel like it deserves it, though.
I would put it in all right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, we're pretty close to on the same page, at least.
Yeah, we'll keep it there.
Wait, what? Do you agree, or is that?
Yeah, I do. Okay. I agree with this because I don't know how I feel about this. It's not meh, but it's not a great belt.
Okay, but remember, Putty said amazing, so we have to factor that in as we move the belts.
We move along. Yeah. The Universal Championship.
I hate it.
Doesn't matter what color, because the blue one is not here either. I like the blue one over the red one.
Wait, isn't the blue one over there, or is that the old blue one? Oh, that's the old blue one. Okay,
I prefer the red one because I think it stands out. I'm not a fan of these belts. I hate this design. It looks so awful. There's nothing distinguishing about it to be like, this is this belt. They all just WWE logo.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's my thing. The thing that's problematic with this belt in general and how WWE has done this is the only time I enjoyed the WWE is when it was more of like they were doing a flashy way with the spinners, like back when Cena was doing that kind of stuff. This whole big W loses something for one other reason. The showing the world on the belts or doing something of that nature that's more symbolic of like, yes, this is a world, this is a universal, that kind of thing. Just giving the big W's on there just looks so horrible-izing. It's always felt like that to me.
So
you look at all the companies, the GHC
so we putting this. Are we putting this in meh?
Oh, okay. Let's put it in meh.
But I'm putting meh, yeah.
Okay. Same thing with this one.
Let's put the black in terrible.
Terrible. You hate that
Do
one.
you
Really?
which one?
I would
Okay,
rather-
it's your video, so we'll
No,
ask
it's
you.
fine. Like, I mean, I'm good with that. Like, I prefer the blue one over the red one, to be
I
honest.
think the red one with the black stripe there looks way cooler than the black one does.
Okay.
I mean,
this one,
I'll say this. I'm gonna say this real quick. The black and red one. The only reason why I would say that's better than the red one is because that red black thing has that whole raw tone that really fits it. Like it makes it feel like it deserves a little more shine. The red is way too. It's like
pronounced.
it's like too. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like the black. You gotta have black on the belt. The belt's gotta be black in my eyes.
Okay, so do you want to switch the two belts?
I kind of do. Yeah,
I'm not going to be upset about this.
Okay.
Like, you're talking about two low tier
ugly belts.
Yeah, I agree.
As long as we agree that the next one is even worse.
I actually prefer this one, but I'm not going to be upset if you put it in terrible. I think there's just more to it. I think it has more.
It does. I agree.
This was the one. This is the one that came before this one, but after the spinner belt. Yeah.
Okay, put it wherever you guys want. For this one means nothing
it's
to
either
me.
meh or terrible. It doesn't matter.
I'm putting it right there.
There,
ahead. The red one ahead of the red one. Spinner belt.
I actually like this one. I'll be honest with you. I actually like this one.
I like this one. I like this one better when it was stationary as opposed to the spinner belt.
That's fair. So let's just factor this in. Let's forget about the spinner for a second. If you look at this belt without the spinning factor, it's a pretty all right looking belt.
It was a nice belt. Yeah. I mean, I'd even put it ahead of the women's tag belt.
I agree.
Okay.
I would put it again. I agree. Yeah.
Okay. This is the Daniel Bryan one. When Daniel Bryan last won the WWE Championship, he was like all this granola organic guy, and it's made out of wood and hemp and like turquoise stones and stuff like that.
Did you say hemp?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I might have changed my vote right there.
There's no THC in hemp.
There's no THC.
I know, I know,
it's
but
just
I'm still, no matter what,
this is just as ugly as the other ones to me.
I agree.
I think it's better than the black belt that you just had your cursor on, but I still don't like it.
Meh, it's meh.
I think that it's like it's not a good looking belt. Let's get that out of the way. But it has like its complete own feeling to it that makes it special.
It's a custom belt,
I also want to say this. I think in the factoring in of these belts, if there's two belts that are the same belt, like we have one coming up shortly, I don't think it should be allowed to go all the way to the top because it's just someone's personal variation of a belt that already exists, right?
Yeah.
So that's not the actual belt. That's just someone's specific created belt, right?
I agree with that. Completely agree with that. And I just realized we don't have the most recent U.S. championship on this belt.
Well, that's probably good.
Yeah. So we have the first undisputed championship belt after the big gold belt, and this one were combined by Chris Jericho. We were introduced with this belt. Brock Lesnar was also one of the first guys to hold this one. This is the one that Eddie held. This is the one that Kurt Angle held.
So only when someone had both belts, they were given this belt, right?
When they unified the two championships, yes.
Were they ununified at some point, or did it stay
No.
unified?
So what ended up happening was when the belt became exclusive to SmackDown, Triple H brought back the big gold belt. And they used this for the longest time. And then this was unified with this by Randy Orton or John Cena. And they discontinued this one. But this was all right. I didn't mind this one. It's not amazing, but
ahead of the John Cena belt.
Yeah. Because we got nothing in amazing right now.
I don't think this is amazing. I think
no. Okay, I agree with that. I'm good with that. The second Wing Eagle, not the original, the one that replaced the Wing Eagle.
I could say amazing.
I really like this one too. It's not as good as the original, but I could put it in amazing.
I think it's amazing. I think Putty
what about you,
was
Putty?
okay with that.
Yeah, actually, I need that one. I actually really liked. It would actually for me for goat. I'll be honest with you, low goat, but yeah, I actually like.
I think this is a goat.
This is goat. Yeah,
I agree. The both of those in my eyes though. I like both of those. I still like the rounded.
They're really
look,
yeah.
similar.
But I like the rounded look of the other one, the second one, because
fair.
the second one, and that's the reason why I give it heavy on. But
I mean, we can keep it at the top of amazing for now. We'll revisit this at the end of the show.
I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. That's a goat belt. It's
really.
Look. I'm okay with it being an amazing, but I think the fact because I do think it's like the best looking belt, maybe. But my
Best
issue with
looking
it
custom
is
belt,
it's,
yes.
it's never been a belt that other people used. It was only his
know.
belt, and he only had
I
it for
know.
such a
Because if
small
you
period
notice,
of time.
the RKO belt is not on here. The rated Edge when
I
Edge.
no, I agree. I
Remember when Edge won the championship, they replaced the center plate with the
They
rated
did it for
R.
a lot of people, right? John Cena did with the spinner belt.
The
They've
Miz
done it with
had the
multiple
M upside
people.
down
Yeah.
for Miz.
Yep, which I like that they let you do that. I mean, again, that's
I think
based on
that's
the
where the
wrestler,
whole
though.
customization came in, and now they got the side plates for that.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, we also don't have the new IC belt on here either.
Hey,
I noticed that.
let's not complain about these things.
Okay. I can keep it in amazing behind the second
okay with
Wing
that.
Eagle.
I think that's good. That's
Yeah.
a special belt. I like it. I just think for various reasons it can't be.
I get it.
Higher.
I understand that, and that's
Yeah.
again, it's still in my heart a goat. But yeah, I understand why.
Hold on, you keep going.
I think this is a goat right here. The white IC belt. I even would put it ahead of the Winged Eagle. Campo's gonna grab his little Dollarama.
This belt is GOAT tier.
And it is. I
It
put
just,
it right there.
Put it and go.
It's absolutely the GOATest belt that ever goated.
Over the big gold?
I
would.
No.
All right,
no,
if Putty
I
says
can't.
no, then it's no.
Okay.
But
I'm
just
sorry,
let's
I
all
can't.
just remember that this is the GOAT.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This goes way back.
This
Razor Ramon, Shawn
these
Michaels.
two go hand in hand. With one, there's the other.
I mean, mind you, I did like the yellow version, I believe it was, that the Warrior had, and then he also had the pink version of the world title.
Yeah, and there was also like a lighter shade of this purple.
Yeah.
Like a baby blue kind of thing. So
again, I like that they kept going with the IC looking so similar to that. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
That's a belt. What makes the IC belt so well is that it's very contemporary, but like simple. Like this is it goes back to the calling of like, do you know what they do, like those what was it, Mr. Universe things or something like that. It was like it showed power, it showed strength when you had this belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it showed also not just strength, but it showed what's the word? Athleticism. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, I like the
IC belt was always considered the workhorse champion.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
exactly,
was the guy you were always going to get a great match out of the IC champion. Which now it doesn't seem like you get that anymore. But now Gunter, it's getting a little better. Next is the one that replaced it. This was the one I like it during the Attitude Era.
I hate that nobody likes this belt.
I'm
okay with it. I think it's all right. It's not like amazing, but
well, here's my thing. Looking back now on all the belts, yes, this belt is now good. Now I will agree that I was one of those ones that didn't like it before. I didn't like the way it looked, but at the same time, even I wouldn't Stone Cold's like rendition belt, I wouldn't put it high above that. But yeah, it would still be amazing because of that.
I would say it's either at the end of amazing or at the top of all right.
I can give you the top of all right.
Okay, I'll take it. Because I agree with Putty. It's not better than that Austin belt.
No. The original IC belt, the one that Ricky Steamboat had, the one that Macho Man had, Tito Santana.
Again, I think the white is what makes that belt.
Yeah.
And with the black, it just doesn't stand out as much.
It looks a little different too. I'm just putting it here for a side-by-side comparison. I'm not going to keep it there, but like it looks slightly different too.
I would put it behind Austin's belt because I still feel like it deserves that.
I think Austin belt needs to move up to the top of amazing.
No, I don't
want Eagle.
No, I don't.
Okay. Putty says no.
Sorry, I do love the Austin belt. Though. I'm just saying.
Before we get into that, we all know what the new current Intercontinental Championship looks like. What do you guys think of that? Because we don't have a spot
we had this talk. Isn't it right there at the bottom on the right?
No. That one there is the NXT UK Heritage Champion.
Oh, that looks exactly like it. That's so anyone who doesn't know, that's basically what it looks like.
Similar to it, yes.
I kind of like it. I've grown to like it. I don't think it's anything special, but I would like to buy it now.
I'm not seeing enough of it to know.
In all fairness, I would kind of put it up here.
Yeah.
So that's where we would put it. Next, we have the US Championship belt, the one they used since they brought it back, I guess, until recently.
I thought this was too busy.
I prefer the version that Putty has with that Goldberg.
Yep.
The WCW US Championship.
I agree.
It's whatever.
It's too much. There's too much on it. I've always felt this belt
Here?
had way too much on it.
I could put it at the top of meh. It's better than
Yeah,
that
it plays.
wooden
Yeah,
belt.
100%.
Okay. Yeah, I could agree with that. Next we have we don't have it here as well. The current WWE US Championship, the one Austin Theory
It
has.
would be right next to the other one.
Yeah. Above or below?
Like, it doesn't matter. It literally
because they're
doesn't
trying
matter.
to bring back the winged eagle, but it doesn't work on that belt.
It may be slightly better than this one.
Yeah. Next we have the Raw Women's Champion.
You know what? Actually, side note, I much prefer the US Championship in New Japan with the red leather.
Yes.
And that like look that it has.
If you guys want to see a New Japan tier list belts, comment below. Let me know.
And even if you don't comment below, we're gonna do it anyway.
We're gonna do it anyway. Where would you guys put I prefer the women's design over the men's design, to be fair.
Maybe a little bit, but again, I still don't like that big
Only
SW.
because the white strap looks better.
I think the blue is better than the red. And I think the blue should be in all right, and I think the red should be in meh. Yeah, like right there, and the red should be like there. Yeah, I'm okay.
I don't,
Putty,
I
are
don't
you
agree
okay?
with the blue. I don't agree with the blue there. But
Okay, so Putty, tell me where
would you put the blue one?
Move the blue down to bottom bowl right, and I'll be okay.
The bottom
so
of
it's the
all
bottom,
right?
Yeah, bottom
like,
of all right. Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, I actually don't like.
I'm good with that too. That's fair. That's fair. This one's terrible.
Okay,
yeah,
actually, here's the thing.
Go, Putty.
I don't know what. I actually like that one, not like a lot, but
well,
like
I'm
for
gonna
me,
definitely buy one of these and send it to you.
All right,
because they're like everywhere and they're so cheap.
Yes.
Are they really? I had no idea.
Bottom of terrible, or would you
that's
put
where
it?
me and JD are both putting it. So now you talk it up.
You fight for it. Where would you put it
to go up?
I'm not gonna fight it that much, but like I just wanted the top at meh at least.
Oh,
top of meh?
Wow, you're
Yeah.
psycho.
No.
Okay,
No,
we'll give it to you ahead of the red belt. No, give it to the top of terrible. You can have it just for you.
Just for you, because they're all ugly.
I cannot let this leave terrible.
I've always loved the way that belt look. I just like that look. I like the round look of belts.
Hey, you talked it out of the bottom, so that's
there you go.
That's good enough, I think.
Enough on that then.
Is this a Zack Ryder belt?
This was the original, the most recent iteration of the NXT Cruiserweight Champion.
I've never
the one
seen
that
this before,
the one
like
that
the way it looks.
TJP from Catch 22 held. He was the first champion.
The purple, I like the design.
Leo Rush
of the
held this
W
belt.
in there. Yeah, that I like the design of that belt. I actually do. The color.
It was a nice belt.
What was Leo Rush's name?
Leo Rush.
Really?
Yeah.
And they didn't sue him for not changing his name?
Nope, that is his name. He owns the rights to Leo Rush.
Nice. Yeah, you guys can put this wherever. I like it.
Yeah, I really like it too. I kind of would put it up here.
I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
I really like it.
Yeah.
So next we have the 3 iterations of the current tag team belts.
So let's talk about them as a grouping.
Okay.
I think
this one's still the best.
Blue is the best. Okay, so we're good. And we already know Putty likes the red less than the blue.
Well, yeah, of course. But here's my thing. It's not even a matter of the red, but less than blue, no matter what. I like the plates, but I'm really tired of these whole colorful bands. Like the whole, like just give us the red or black and make the.
It's because of the SmackDown and Raw thing. I know you already know that, but
yeah, it's just, again, I get.
Okay, so Putty, where would you? This one, I know this one is the worst one of the 3.
Okay, let's go let's go through all 3 and everyone say where you would put it. So Putty, you start on number 1.
Okay, so that one I would put in top meh.
Okay, I would put the red also in top meh.
And I'm in agreement to that.
Okay, so blue, I'll go first. I would put this between the Undisputed Championship and the purple belt.
I'd go 1 spot lower.
I would go 1 spot. Well, no, actually, exactly what you said, JD.
I can live with this.
Okay. I think that's fair. And this one is the worst one.
You go first on this.
This one is terrible to me. They look like pennies.
I would say I agree with you, but it would be the top of terrible.
Putty?
That would go behind that one.
Okay, put it behind it. Let Putty have that one.
That's fair enough. Let him have it. Next we have the original 2 Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Actually, this was the original from the 80s. This was Raw in the Attitude Era, and this was SmackDown in the Attitude.
Attitude Era, I love.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is another belt that I know people don't like. Not this one that you're on, but the
This
next
one.
two.
I like
Love
this
that
one.
Especially
one.
the next one. Especially the next one people don't like.
I like this one.
I like both of them. I don't give a crap about this one, so you guys can place this wherever you want. I have no opinion on this at all. It looks fine.
Putty, this is all you. Where would you put these?
Okay, so so this is hard. I would put that one somewhere's in all right.
Somewhere in all right?
Above, yeah, all right, like above, high, all right. I mean, like
You can
behind the purple belt. Too high?
No, you can go ahead of that white belt, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
That one I actually put in amazing. I'm sorry, I love that
I
belt.
would also put this in amazing.
Yeah, I would too. Right behind the IC belt,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
I think that's, and I think
And
this
then
one
this
looks
one's
better than the other one.
This one's kind of in the middle of like all right, like or top of all right, like around there for me.
I
And
think this is better than the other one.
So we'll make an agreement and kind of put it there.
That's fair
I'm okay
because
with
Putty had it lower, so I think that's fair.
Okay.
This is garbage.
This is a terrible belt.
It's funny you say that. Actually, I've never had a problem with this, but it was the first Divas belt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This is like the most sexist piece
This
of
replaced
memorabilia
this
that
belt.
exists.
I agree.
This
on that,
replaced
but
this belt.
Oh no, I agree. But it's just visually, it is a visually popping belt.
It's not that bad. I agree,
No, it's not,
but
you know,
This
I'm
looks like
not a
something.
fan.
Yeah.
It would be for me. It would be on the like high.
If it was a
high
low
meh.
tier Stardom championship, then maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would put this at the top of terrible. And Putty said low tier meh.
No, I said high meh.
High meh.
Well, I think it's top of terrible as well.
So let's put it at the bottom of meh.
Okay, let's give that to Putty. Putty, you're doing okay here.
Surprisingly, usually he gets nothing out of these.
Yeah, the original from the Attitude Era.
Come on, if we're not agreeing that this is terrible, like get the fuck out of here, Putty.
Really, this one too.
This
hate
one
this
was
meh, but I mean,
yeah,
I like this one.
Okay,
I like this one better
place
than
it.
this one.
You guys place this.
I mean, it's not the greatest belt, but that's where I would put it.
I'm fine with that.
Campo?
All right. We didn't do much there. That's fine with me.
Yeah. The European Championship.
I kind of like it. I think if this is as good as those two tag titles that are in Amazing.
Okay, so here's my thing with this belt. This belt I like, but at the same time, I felt like they were trying to do what the IC belt did, which I want. But then the problem is sometimes when they do belts, it's like, let's do one color, like use a black, gold, and then like blue. The blue makes the planet Earth stand out. When you start bringing in all those reds and all those other colors,
but that's the flags. That's all the flags of the European countries.
No, I get it, but it's just it's a lot.
And
of
when
color.
Al Snow was the European champion, come on, like he was coming one day as an Italian guy, next day as a French guy.
That's true. But that was more Al Snow, not the belt.
But
itself.
I feel like the general layout of this, colors aside, is the same as those two tag titles. So
yeah,
and it's better than the all right Intercontinental.
Oh no, I'm not
title.
giving it bad. I'm just saying I would not put in Amazing. I'd put like bottom all right for me.
I would. Okay, so if I'm saying bottom Amazing, he's saying bottom all right. Would you agree, JD, to the top of all right?
Yeah, I could agree to that because I really like this one too.
Because I think that's a fair compromise. It's still in Putty's tier, but it's high enough that it's close to where I wanted it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Putty?
Can I talk about this one here?
Okay, the Hardcore Championship.
This specific picture that we're looking at, I hate it. If it's the original one on the first day when they got it, where it had the legit tape like taped over it.
Yeah,
when
it was
this version
belt
of it
that was smashed.
That version of it is fake. It's like a fake piece of tape. Like they added all this. It's like drawn on the belt.
Okay, here's my thing. When they start doing this whole hardcore thing with the belt and everything, I like the way it looked. Like you said yourself, I liked the start of it. But it was more like because it really did feel like it was stitched together kind of thing. Later they made
exactly, and it became like a fake belt, a fake broken belt later. Where at the beginning it was legitimately like a broken belt. I am indifferent.
It started off as amazing, but when they made it fake, I think it fell to meh.
Yeah.
So how do we put this? It's hard because the thing is that picture alone looks like the fake one.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think what it became, because it was just so ratted and fall apart, I think we have to go with the fake one.
Okay.
And I would put it somewhere here.
Okay.
Putty?
I think it's iconic enough. I think it's iconic enough that it has to have some kind of like.
Well, no, but that's what sucks about it because
would you put it here? Maybe
I want. I would want it in amazing because of its iconicity, but the problem is like you said, we talked about it.
Okay, but
It
you
was
also have to
excitement.
talk about how it looks, and that's
But it's supposed to look shitty. That's
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
when it's
But this version looks especially shitty
Well,
because
no,
it's
I get
fake.
it, but that's what we've been talking about the first time. Is like when it was the real version. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is if we can count the real version because of iconic, I want it in amazing.
Okay,
But
so
because
if we the real version, let's pretend is here and it's in amazing. Now, what are we doing with this one?
no, if it's just a fake one, it's going down to the bottom meh for me. I told like yeah.
All right, JD, place it.
then we are going to throw it in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, there's good enough.
But we will on the record say
The original belt,
like we did with the Intercontinental one. It's here. It's in amazing.
Next, we have the Taka Michinoku belt, I call it, the light heavyweight championship.
It's just the Intercontinental Championship, but like stretched out.
Actually,
It does look
compressed.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like stretched this way and like compressed this way.
Yeah. Where would you guys put it? It's all right.
It's
No?
all right.
It's all right for me.
Yeah. There's nothing special.
No, it's fine.
Maybe the top of meh. That's what I think of when I look at that belt.
I don't think Putty really cares either.
Nah, really, no.
Okay, next we have the current NXT Championship belt.
Not a fan.
On the NXT belts, outside of like 2 that are on there, the rest of them I really didn't really like a lot of them. To be honest with you,
Okay.
the NXT belts were hit or miss with me, honestly.
I would say this is like somewhere in the middle of meh.
Like somewhere around the US Championship.
Yeah.
Okay. The now defunct WWE UK NXT champion. I like this one better.
Cool. It's kind of cool. I put
like
it in
this
all
I
right.
like it. I put all right too.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Say ahead of the tag belts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ahead of Undisputed.
Ahead of Undisputed. I'm good with that. The OG NXT belt with the big X marks the spot.
I love this. I always love the big X on there, and I don't know why I got like they still kept the big NXT, but I just love the big X.
As long as it doesn't go ahead of the Attitude Era tag belts, I don't care where you place this.
Well, I'm fine with that. I mean, I would.
So anywhere and all right works.
Anywhere all the way to the top, just it can't be ahead of those all right tag.
I kind of like the UK better.
Okay.
Next we have the one. So there is a slight variation between this NXT belt and this NXT belt. This NXT belt had the gold backing. This one has the multicolor backing on the back.
I think the gold backing looks better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Where would you guys put this in all right?
Bottom all right for me.
Yeah, bottom all right.
Around here, ahead of the. No, I kind of like the women's belt better.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Where would you put it? Ahead of the belt?
All the way at the bottom.
All the way at the bottom? I'm good with that. The NXT Original Women's Championship.
Nah.
Which I realize the current NXT Women's Championship is not here.
I would put this like around the US title, maybe lower, maybe behind the Hardcore.
Yeah.
It looks like it has like turning signals.
Oh, actually, I just realized this is the NXT Women's Champion. They don't have the new one with the white strap.
Okay, so whatever. That looks good anyways.
Yeah, that's fine.
Better than that.
This
one looks like a ring.
This is the current NXT Tag Team Championship belts.
They're okay.
That's the one I'm okay with. That I still like the other X that you just put up. So this would be below the women's one you were saying before. Well, no,
here
around there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm good with that too. The OG NXT Tag Team Championship belts. Now, what was cool about this belt is this belt shows black on the left and gold on the right. The other belt had it reversed, so black would be on the right and gold was on the left.
Oh, so like both belts were the opposite of each other.
The mirror of each other, yeah.
But that's a cool idea, actually.
Actually, okay. For that idea, I think it's better than the light heavyweight belt.
The light heavyweight. So
the Taka Michinoku.
This one here?
If you want to go, you can go up to the next tier.
I kind of want to go up on that one. I kind of like that better than the men's belt.
I'm not going to argue. You watch a lot more wrestling than we do.
This is the NXT UK Heritage Cup Championship belt.
It's
I'm
kind of
gonna be
cool.
honest with you, I don't know what this is, but the way it looks from here, I don't like it. I probably have to see it up close to see if I like it. Honestly,
It basically looks like the Intercontinental belt.
The current one,
but
which
yeah,
is
but it
kind of
looks
cool.
like this one. But it's all over the place. I haven't seen the new one.
Okay, where would you put it?
I'd probably put it in a high meh, but again, I feel like only
All
because
right,
I'm seeing
so
it right
I'll
now.
take his high Met and
I was
get
going to put it
into-
at the bottom of amazing.
I'm going to get it higher for you, number one, because I would say this is better than the white women's tag belts. So if you are saying bottom of amazing, so now you can go up higher than that even because you have to have some kind of influence over this.
Yeah, I kind
situation.
of would put it ahead of the. I kind of put it ahead of this one.
Okay.
I kind of like it a little better. These two go hand in hand. I like the UK belts.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think this next belt is fantastic.
Yeah, this is the out of all the women's championship belts, this might be one of the best ones. The NXT, now defunct NXT Women's UK Champion.
I would say this is amazing at the bottom of amazing.
Putty?
I don't know. I've never really seen this belt close either, so I'm not really.
It has like a coat of arms look to it. It has like,
the UK.
lions.
You know how the UK has the coat of arms? That's what it kind of looks like.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Again, I'd have to really see it to really give a judgment.
Tony Storm held this belt. Meiko Satomura held this belt. Like a lot of good people. Now, Campo, you might agree with me. This one. This is a GOAT belt.
I wouldn't say GOAT, but I do really like this belt.
This is the NXT North American Championship belt. It's such an original design that I love it.
And I like the brown. I would put this behind the Austin belt.
What about you?
I don't agree. I would put it in maybe top all right because it does look cool. But again, I
think it's GOAT.
Okay, so your GOAT plus
here.
my amazing, his all right puts it in all amazing. So now let's argue it around here. It's no, I don't know. I don't think you can put it ahead of the Intercontinental title because Putty had it lower. Okay, wait. Now let's go with Putty. Putty, is it better than any of those belts in amazing?
So here's the thing. The two, if you go forward one more, right there, I would actually put it right there.
Okay.
And that's it, guys. That is the list. That is, I think the three belts that are in GOAT, I think deserve to be there. I kind of like that we only have three in there.
But I think those are the three most important belts in this company's history, realistically.
Yeah, I agree.
And that first one, that holds such a heart. I think that just holds a heart to everyone. You know what I mean? Like that's so iconic.
The big gold belt.
To everyone that's been watching it since the beginning. Yeah. It has such a, and it's so sad to not see that.
Shout out to Caps. If he were in this video, he would have put the Winged Eagle at number 1.
Oh, it's still up there.
Yeah.
It's this is the thing too, right? Like that, the big gold belt back in the days, it's been around forever, first of all. It's like the longest running title.
Absolutely.
On top of that, when they used to win the titles back then, it wasn't like how it is now where you get a belt and you keep a belt and then there's like they move on with like, or they'll take that main belt that you won and they put it in a storage cupboard and then they give you a new one to wear while you're wrestling, right? Yeah. This belt for like 20 years, 30 years was the only belt. Wrestlers weren't getting to take one home with them. They weren't getting one to display on their shelves. That was the only belt.
Yeah.
So someone owns this belt right now. I'm pretty sure it's a famous wrestler.
It's probably Brett.
You think so?
I think Brett owns the belt.
I think
Ric Flair probably has that big gold belt.
Ric Flair probably has this one. If Ric
That's
Flair
what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm talking about this one.
Oh, I was talking about that.
We're talking about the big one, yeah.
Oh, this Ric Flair probably has. If Ric Flair doesn't have it, Cody has it. One or the other.
What a belt.
Yeah. I think that deserves to be there. So everyone, let me know if you agreed with this in the comments below. If you don't agree with this, well, then you're wrong because that is the greatest belt of all time. All I see is a reflection.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Baby.
With that out of the way, if you guys enjoy this kind of content, let me know in the comments below. We will be getting more of these out. We will be doing a New Japan list. We'll be doing a WCW list. We'll be coming out with other tier lists in the near future. So like I said, if you guys like this, let me know in the comments and we will have more for you. So with that out of the way, thanks again for joining us and we'll see y'all next time.